And welcome to another week of Does This Podcast Suck? This is episode 38, and hey, we actually did it 2 weeks in a row.
And there was much rejoicing.
That's Kyle joining us this week.
I don't know you anymore.
With a loud, heavy sigh.
I'll be sure to add some fanfare after that.
And MT with a witty remark.
Hello.
No.
I have those once in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you.
So, as with most weeks, not a lot going on. We really, we're scraping the bottom here for this week, but it's still fun in here to, come in here and talk about things. Get mad. Well, I mostly get mad. Speaking of getting mad, Valve has done apparently the unthinkable and allowed paid mods. And, for once, I'm not even mad. I don't even understand why everyone is so mad. I could see, I don't know, there's not much background, really. I mean, what I've said pretty much spells it out. You can now have paid mods in the Steam Workshop. But, it's left up to the mod maker if they want to go paid or not. And, as with anything that anyone ever does, the internet erupted in anger. But, I don't know. I just don't get it. Help me out here. What is everyone so mad about?
There's rage because the internet exists.
Didn't we kind of narrow it down to people were being upset because of the developers getting a huge cut of it or something like that?
Which, I get, right? But it's always been free anyway. So here's the thing, okay? It's already free, and now you're making money adding something on to a product someone else made.
But you
and that's
kind of
shaky.
For free anyway.
That you would have been doing for free anyway. So really, any money you get is pretty much good anyway, right?
Well, I think part of it could be because I know, and I haven't personally used mods for normal PC games, but I've used add-ons for WoW and stuff like that when I used to play it.
Right.
And I know something they usually like to do is they'll sneak in a donation button in the UI for the mod and stuff like that.
Right.
So maybe this is a way to stamp that out. So there's probably going to be some pissed off people in that regard. But
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I'm not sure that I do agree with, because if you think about it instead of a game, think about if you were forced to pay Microsoft for making, okay, here's a good example, window blinds. Everyone remembers that program, right? No one uses it anymore because. But or Start 8, the program that brings the Start menu back to Windows 8. Should they have to pay Microsoft just because they're modifying Windows? No, they didn't do it, right? So I could see why people would be unhappy with that. Because quite frankly, it's none of the game makers' fucking business if people are modding their game. What does that have to do with them? I definitely can see why people would be mad at them, because they didn't make it. Unless you're distributing copyrighted images or something, you could maybe see distributing texture mods. That might be gray area.
One where this could be a good place is because I know there's those people doing that Skyrim mod that's basically recreating the entirety of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Right. In Skyrim, and I know one of the deals with that to get around that is that you actually have to own Morrowind to be able to use the mod. So this would just take it a step further, since it is technically a full game that was made by somebody else at that point.
Right.
Then they get some of the money for it. But
that one seems a bit shaky too. Why would you? Yeah. It would be silly to charge money for that anyway. You're already on pretty shaky ground. But I don't know, Sky UI, everyone was completely fucking pissed that the guy is going to charge, which, I guess you would be mad at that guy for charging, but, he made it. He can do whatever he wants. Well, if everyone is so pissed, they'll just stop using it.
That's honestly where a lot of the rage is coming from, because, regardless of whether it's something that comes out before or after this happened, the fact is that it's in people's minds that if not for this, it would have been free.
Which is actually true.
Yeah.
because he's also, if I understand, pulling it from Nexus mods. So the only way to get it is on Steam, which, I mean, Gabe did his AMA and he's like, no, we don't want exclusivity. But, I mean, it's going to happen because people are going to go, oh, well, if I put it here and only here, then people will have to pay to get it. Which, I mean, that's just the modder being, they can do whatever they want. It's their work.
Yeah.
It sucks. I mean, I could see you'd be, like, annoyed, like, I was fucking using this, and now because of this, I can't get it free, but, I don't know, pay the fucking $1. It's hard to even, it's hard to get mad. Like, you're getting something someone made. You can't be mad that they wanted to charge for it.
What I think the better option would be, which I think I saw an article mentioning that they plan to add the option for it, would be like a pay what you want kind of thing.
Right, and there definitely should be as many options as the creators need should exist. So if they want to do free if you want or pay if you that's a great solution to this, because I don't think you can do that. Like, I think the current option, there might even be one or something, but you can't set it to 0 as a starting. So, they should definitely do that. But the entire idea, I think people are mostly just mad because now they can't get stuff for free. I don't know. Like, of all people, I'm usually the first person to jump up and go, hey, what the fuck? When somebody's being a dick. But I don't know. And it's not even like I have some blind fanboyism for Steam. They do stupid shit all the time, but like their customer service is fucking atrocious. Like, let's not even get started on that. But this just seems like if it bothers you, don't buy the mods.
Yeah, and people are like going to be fucking around with it and stuff. Like one of the things I posted when we were setting up the news we wanted for tonight's episode was somebody had thrown in there right away, for $99.99, high-resolution horse genitals for Skyrim.
Which is a funny play on the fact that one of the first DLCs for, what was it, Morrowind was... No.
Yep, it was Morrowind.
Was it horse armor?
Yeah, like, obviously that's, a sarcastic jab at the whole thing, but...
It's pretty tongue-in-cheek.
It's hilarious.
You mean it's not real?
Well, I'm sure it is technically real.
That probably is a real mod, too.
I believe I saw, like, a comment I had seen when I found that picture was the fact that that specific function is actually ripped out of a bigger mod with it has a bunch of, like, high-resolution textures and stuff. But, yeah.
A part of the high-resolution textures? Testicles.
Not just any testicles, horse testicles.
Oh, well. Let's not be... like restrictive. This is horse genitals in general. I'm sure there are also female genitals.
It did say genitals.
Well, shit.
So vaginas and balls for everybody.
Hooray!
Hooray! So I don't know. It's just so. I feel weird that I'm not mad about it, honestly, because it just does. It seems pretty innocuous. I guess it's annoying that there's no free to play option, but I'm sure that. After the fucking nuclear explosion that went off, Valve probably got the message on that one. And I mean, he did because Gabe did the AMA, and I don't know, did he say something specifically about that? I don't know. I thought I'd seen something, but there's just so much butthurt in that thread that it's hard to.
I'm sure there were a lot of questions about it.
And he was kind of being like coy when he was,
you don't
answering some of these.
Doesn't he do that like nonstop?
Oh, right here. What do you think about the donate? We are adding a pay what you want button where the mod author can set the starting amount to whatever they want.
There you go.
Can they set it to $0? Yes. Boom. Problem solved. The new donate button. So everyone can stop being mad and go home.
That's not going to happen.
Well, they're probably already at home.
They could be on their phone to the library, or wait, what am I saying? Library.
It's one or the other. MT. Pick. They're on their phones, probably in their mom's basement.
Doesn't matter.
Anyhow, yeah, it's hard to get super mad because I'm just not seeing it. I think honestly that one post pretty much solves any sort of anger. The thing I do wonder about the publisher gets to set the profit sharing, percentage. And Valve apparently takes like 30% off the top right away.
Of course they do.
But I mean, if you're going to make money off of their system, that seems fair. If you don't want to use Steam, then you can put it on Nexus Mods. That site exists. Or you just make it free. I mean, that's what it is anywhere else anyway. So it's like, if you're going to make money, well, we should make money too. You're using our thing.
No.
So, just like if you use PayPal, you got to pay them. So I don't know. That one doesn't bother me too much, but definitely letting the publishers set what they want. That seems a bit excessive. Especially because, what did they say, like, Bethesda was taking like 70% or something insane?
75, I believe.
Like, Jesus, guys. Still, I mean, they didn't charge at all before, so I guess.
Set that precedent somehow.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's something everybody's like super mad about, but I'm just like,
I'm not even mad.
I ain't even mad. That's amazing. So anyway, some other interesting info. I'm glad to see this. No Guitar Hero plan for 2016. Hey. Maybe they're not going to run this one into the ground.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know.
Good one. Good one, Webb.
It'll release January 1st, 2017.
Yeah. Gotcha. Fuck you.
Well, we didn't say it wouldn't be out the very next day.
Oh, God. But still, I mean, that's good to see. I still have a hard time giving a fuck because I still think the guitar is stupid. But I don't really have anything to add to that.
They decided to scoop more onto the pile of don't give a fuck by showing they revealed like 10 songs from their list.
Man. And it's just awful.
Like, if not for the fact that there were like actual like individual people names for like the artists on there, I wouldn't have known which of the two things was the artist because I haven't heard of any of them.
It's a bunch of like fucking no-name like punk bands or something is what it looks like.
Or like folk rock
Band
or something.
of Skulls. Who the fuck is Band of Skulls?
The only thing out of all 10 I recognized was Alter Bridge, and that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Band of Skulls is
Alter Bridge.
Band of Skulls is Matt's new band.
God damn it!
Like, yeah,
Alter Bridge.
Like, a list of songs. Let's see what.
Who is
what?
this?
What are these songs?
For one second, I saw Under the Pressure, and I went, "Oh, quit!" No, that's not Queen. That's something retarded. Blitzkid sounds like something Matt listens to. It might be. And that just doesn't give me hope.
It could also just be that we're old.
No, we listen to the rock music, kids.
Well, I worry about that, but then Alter Bridge is on there. Like,
yeah,
that's from like what 10 years ago now.
Ed Sheeran, really? Is that even like does that even have a guitar in it? Isn't that guy a pop singer?
I don't know. I have no
idea.
Heard of him, but
he's some goofy-looking fucking nobody. Isn't he? Maybe he was on one of those fucking endless number of Find a Singer TV shows or something. Fuck, I don't know, man.
The only thing I can say about him is that when I like read off the list of things to my girlfriend, she's like, "I've heard of Ed Sheeran." I was like, "They're nothing. Like there was no positive or negative comment beyond that."
I've heard of that.
I've heard his name before too, but I couldn't tell you a damn thing he does.
He's just a guy that does stuff.
We're on computers. Okay. Yeah.
I'm looking at his Wikipedia, and I have no fucking idea. I have no idea.
He looks like a homeless guy.
Well, come on. That's not even fair. You've probably seen the people in the bands you listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he's younger than me.
How about the guy from the band that the singer sounds like the guy from Rush? I can't think of his name. Huh?
Coheed?
Yeah.
That
guy looks like a homeless person, too. So.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes. Sometimes he cleans up. Then he just looks like a drunk. But maybe not homeless.
Sometimes he just looks like he's poor.
Yeah. I have an apartment somewhere that is the size of a closet, but not homeless.
So he lives in New York somewhere?
Yeah, this is a really sad list of songs. Maybe if we remember, we'll link to it, but you pretty much can just Google it. Ed Sheeran, some song called Sing, American Authors, Best Day of My Life, Jake Bug, What Doesn't Kill You, Gary Clark Jr., Don't Owe You a Thang. That's with an A, just so everyone knows.
For some reason, Gary Clark Jr. reminds me of Ray Parker Jr. Like, oh, Ghostbusters.
No, that was
I see
like
Gary, I just think Oldman.
That would have been cool if it were the Ghostbusters
Gary
song.
the Snail. Band of Skulls, Matt's new favorite band. Asleep at the Wheel. Of Monsters and Men. Little Talks. Alter Bridge. And the sad thing is, as I think you already said, but Alter Bridge is in here, and the only band I even know, and I don't even know the fucking song that's in here. Do they have new music?
Maybe.
Have they put anything out in a while? I honestly don't know. I like some of their stuff. The guitarist is fucking good. The guitarist from Creed is good, okay? Guy is a badass. Their music is so-so, but...
Looks like they're still a thing. Like they're going to release a new album next year.
Oh, they did. They just released... Oh, this song is from their 2013 album that I've just never heard. Has no one... In fact, this song's not even... When I go into Google Music, it's not even in the first... It's not even in the top 5. It is in the top 10, though. Guess there's that. Alrighty.
Wait, Creed is still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just reunited like this year or something, or last year.
They reunited?
Why?
Or he formed a new band with other people?
No, it's the people in Alter Bridge, like still...
I think they did a tour recently.
Wow.
I don't think they're making new music, but I think they just went on tour.
Why would anyone want to hear the music from Creed?
Could you take me high?
I'm a poor man's Pearl Jam. Yeah.
Every time I hear that type of voice, I can't help but think of the Patton Oswalt Christmas shoes thing. It was almost Christmas time.
God, this is turning into the Making Fun of Music podcast.
Well, it's either that or yell about Destiny, one of those two.
Ah! I'm mad and I don't even know why anymore.
But utterly not about mods being paid.
Yeah, that one isn't actually that bad. Ah! I'm mad that I'm not mad. God damn it! So...
Well, damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'll tell you what.
And everything has gone to just absolute shit. Over at 2K Australia.
It's a slow day for news.
Yeah,
gone to shit being it doesn't
closed.
Exist anymore. And not for any real reason either beyond the fact that the main 2K people were just like, we want our people closer to us and not in
sad?
hell.
They're just like, fuck you guys.
Too many spiders.
Like,
they had to close.
Like 2K Australia too. They're the ones that made the BioShock games and then Borderlands. Cool. So, like, it's not like they were doing something wrong.
Co-developer of BioShock 2, co-developer, and BioShock Infinite. I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know about that one. They might have just farmed out like things. Like, you do this, it's boring.
Here, make the multiplayer
Kevin
part.
Levine or whatever, the guy that actually was in charge, is probably, got his own team of people that do the hard stuff, that have good ideas. I don't know. They did make Borderlands the pre-sequel, which, I mean, honestly, was met with a collective meh from everyone. So...
Yeah, there's, like, from everything I've heard, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's just completely functional, but it's just more of the same.
This could have been an expansion,
Yeah.
There's no way anyone wants to pay $60 for that. There's just no way.
Which is why they pretty much, like, within less than a year, put it in a collection with 2.
The thing is still $60 on Steam right now, though. Isn't that mind-blowing?
How does that even work? I mean, the Handsome collection is, like...
Yeah. Because there's no Handsome collection on PC, I guess?
I guess.
Like, holy shit. Oh, mind-boggling.
Like, here, you can buy this on console and get 2 games with everything ever made for both for the same price as just this one game with nothing.
Holy shit, they had 80% off Borderlands at one point? Oh, the franchise pack. Yeah, that's right. Jesus. So, that's sad, I guess. It seems like it was for pretty much no reason. That's what's sad to me.
Yeah, that's...
The press release is like, well, we wanted people closer to here. Like, really?
Like, I did see, like, it sounded like they, extended, the capability for anybody who wanted to not be fired. But, at the same time, if you're closing down the only thing you have in that country, there's probably not a lot of people that are willing to, move to a different country to keep their
just
possibly
go ahead
shitty
and move
job
as far away from Australia as possible to come work on video games.
Then again, from what little I've heard of Australia, maybe they would. What? I can leave? Okay. In related news, the creator of the Borderlands series has left Gearbox.
That is pretty interesting. And it's not that loud guy that everyone hates, right?
No, it's not that guy. He's
that
still
guy's
there,
the owner
of
or the CEO, I don't know, whatever the fuck he is. Resident loud asshole.
Yeah.
Of 2K.
Randy Pitchford?
Yeah,
there
that guy.
we go. See, he even has an asshole-sounding name.
Randy.
Oh, this
Randy.
Guy is Matt Armstrong.
Randy.
I've never even heard that name.
Yeah.
Until just right now.
That's
even
because...
you linked to the article, and I didn't even read his name.
That's because I'm pretty sure Randy Pitchford drowned out the voices of everybody else that has ever worked there all at once.
Probably. Because he loves the sound of his own voice. Not that I'm one to talk. That's sad, though. That doesn't bode well.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if he just left because there's nothing interesting going on, or how that works. I wonder...
He was the creator and lead designer.
Yep.
Did you work on Borderlands 2, though?
I don't know.
What is his name again? Matt Armstrong. Furious. Not the footballer. I don't even know. Stop making me do work, Google. Here's a wiki on Borderlands 2. Let's see if I can find his name. Nope. Wow. Yeah, he's not. He's not on this page anywhere. Producer, programmers, artists, writers, composers, engine platform. Huh. That's interesting. So maybe he didn't even work on 2. The only one that was actually considered. Because the first one was kind of. Oh, you know what? He's not listed on the first Borderlands page either. Whoop.
God, he must have been just hiding in the background
he's fucking
forever.
That guy still works here? I thought we fired him years ago.
Shit. Somebody get on that.
He's the Milton of...
Let's see. On
2K.
IMDb, he's listed as the designer for Borderlands 2.
Oh, well, there you go. So that's not good.
Yeah, he's credited as the creator for both games.
That's just not good. Why can't any of these... I don't... A friend had pointed out to me, all these companies are losing the people that have created all their franchises.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Capcom, everyone that made everything at Capcom has left. All the Japanese companies. Unifune left. The guy that made Resident Evil left. All these companies. Kojima's fucking fired, left, whatever. Whatever the fuck
I
is
know
going on with that.
the guy that had created Final Fantasy left Square a while ago.
Yeah. What
Even
the hell?
Their music guy took off and made his own thing.
It's so weird. What are they doing? Don't you need these people?
No, at the very least, if you're going to lose these people, make new things. Don't just keep, reanimating the corpses of what they made.
Well, that shit's a cash cow, so you can't stop making Resident Evil.
That's why Metal Gear games are still being made. Shit, Kojima wanted to quit fucking after, 2?
Yeah, at least, it's still him making them, though. He's fine, I'll do another one. Now,
It almost makes you wonder if he told them all to go fuck themselves when they tried to make him make one more after 5.
That's honestly what I think happened, because he's been very vocal about wanting to stop for so long now that maybe he finally snapped. He's like, no, it's done after this
I'm not
one.
making another one of these fucking games.
Well, plus this is a natural stopping point, I think, for that series.
That's what he said, is this closes off.
I'm pretty sure that's why he did it. He's like, the loop is complete.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. So, yeah. It's just sad. All these creators just leave constantly. I think the companies just treat them like shit. I mean, video game companies are notorious for treating people like shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
even that guy from Bungie went to work at Bethesda.
I know that firsthand because I have a friend who gets bounced around from job to job because people in the industry are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete fucking douchebags at like every company. Remember, Kyle, when you were going to be doing that?
Yeah.
I wonder if Blizzard's any better.
They seem to be a fair bit better because like everybody I see leave them, other than when they closed Blizzard North, anyways.
Well, then people were pretty mad because that was the only good part of Blizzard. At the time.
Not necessarily true.
Until WoW. Which,
but
in my opinion, isn't actually
I mean,
good.
Look at it this way. You know what Blizzard North had been doing for 10 years? Making
Diablo 3?
Which was an MMO. So, I mean, take that as you will. Because they were going to make an MMO out of it. Anyways, yeah, like most of the people I see leave Blizzard otherwise, though, they leave on their own to go, try something different, basically, because Blizzard has a pretty set stock.
I'm tired of making fucking expansion packs. Please.
Because I know one of their big skill balancing people for WoW left and went to work for whoever it is that does League of Legends. I forget what their name is, but yeah.
Riot Games?
I think so. That sounds right. Greg Street. But yeah, I don't know. They seem to hold up a bit better than most. But then again, they're tied to Activision now, so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another company that needs to purge their CEO.
Well, it's not even Bobby Kotick anymore. He's like
Isn't
the background being
so he's
Emperor Palpatine.
He's where he can be even more evil
Yeah.
and not get noticed for it.
Seriously, that guy is like the fucking root of evil. He is seriously like the Emperor Palpatine of Activision. What is his title now?
Probably like CFO or something.
Oh, he's CEO of Activision Blizzard. That's what
so
he moved up.
He's
King Dickbag. God, I fucking hate him so much. And he's a member of the board of directors of Coca-Cola.
Of course he is.
Of course. Vapid, meaningless marketing. Yeah.
Maybe he'll run for president next.
He's the board of directors of a company who literally exists basically for marketing.
Yeah.
Doesn't that explain a lot? Seriously, though. Think about that for a minute. Coca-Cola exists literally because they're good at marketing.
Yep.
They've pretty much proven that no one gives a fuck what the soda tastes like, really. Yeah. Damn, that explains a lot. Oh,
yeah,
God.
that guy is easily like the biggest fucking
douchebag in gaming. Yeah.
pile of shit in existence for when it comes to gaming.
Like everyone that knows who he is hates him.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard his name, you hate it.
The guy that makes Don Matrick sound great.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. That's a battle for the ages.
Well, I mean,
of douchery.
Like on one hand, like you got the douchebag who's just like pure evil incarnate, or the douchebag who's just so incompetent and like he does the worst things ever.
Yeah, I guess he's like a lower level of evil. He's still pretty fucking douchey.
Yeah.
Not just incompetence.
I mean, like if I had to choose between one or the other, I'd probably just kill myself.
Do you want a turd sandwich or a pile of shit?
You're in a room with Bobby Kotick and Don Matrick. You've got a gun with one bullet. Who do you shoot?
Osama bin Laden.
Yourself in the head.
I'd shoot Bobby Kotick twice.
Make sure that motherfucker's dead.
That's a rule. Double tap. So anyway, yeah, Activision, go eat dicks. Good news here. We got good news, bad news, good news, bad news. That's how we like to do it. Sometimes we have a little good and bad mixed into one thing.
Yeah, that's how we do it because we're in charge of how we're in charge of what news gets put out when.
That's how we put them in order on our list. So, really exciting news, especially to me because I'm like fucking king comic nerd here with Kyle. Telltale is going to be making Marvel games. Yes. yes.
I'm
that
okay
is
with
fucking
this.
Great.
I feel like they're stretching themselves out too thin.
Probably. They should just fuck The Walking Dead. Focus on Marvel. No. Marvel.
The Walking Dead's better than
Walking
TV
Dead
shows.
already has a TV show. And so does Marvel, like 15 of them. But still.
That's not the point.
It's not enough.
The only thing that worries
nothing
me
for comics until like the last decade, and then everywhere. It's
honestly,
great.
the only thing that worries me with this news, because I've played like almost all of Telltale's stuff, and their games didn't get good until they started making games where people start dying. So,
well, you know, I don't know. The Wolf Among Us didn't really. Well, I mean,
some people died. Nobody important to like the actual comic, but
yeah,
you know.
Which I mean, kind of is important since it's supposed to take place before the comic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Was there like any specific news about this, or was it just, hey,
Not
we're doing this?
Goddamn thing.
Nope.
I'm looking right now as we speak.
Because I was wondering if like maybe it'll be tied, like if they'll do stuff that ties into the cinematic universe, or if they're just going to be like a standalone. Here's some games, kind of thing.
I have a fun quote. Marvel Games creative director Bill Roseman said the studio wants to make authentic games that feel exquisite and sexy with eye-popping visuals.
I think they went to the wrong company for that.
Telltale's games built up a reputation for strong episodic content.
Looking exactly the same.
Lets the player alter the course of events to a certain extent, but they tend to work to a set formula. Hopefully the long lead time on the Marvel project will help the team come up with something fresh. Yeah, it's coming in 2017, which that's not that far away though. It's 2 years. I wish we could know what they were going to do, but they may not even know. They probably just inked the fucking deal. Like, here, you
want
shit.
us to do what? Yes.
Yeah, we want you to
twist my arm.
So that's super fucking cool. I hope. Oh man, it'd be fun to see them do if like the stuff actually tied in with like official movie stuff or something
in some way.
Because I think that's going to be what part of it is. It's going to tie into the. I don't even know what to call it. It's not just a cinematic universe anymore. It's I don't know, Marvel Studios universe.
It'd be really interesting if they used it as a way to tie in stuff that they can't actually make movies out of. Yeah. Some of the weirder shit. I'd say Punisher, but that can get, they've done it before, so I guess. Yeah. It'd be interesting. And plus, you can get around, like, maybe tying in, like, they've done it with, I don't know, I would like to see, like, stuff they can't make movies of, just make, like, games and cartoons and have them tie in, sort of, wink, wink. Yeah. Because they can't make movies because, let's say, they don't own Spider-Man or X-Men, but they can still make cartoons, so maybe do that. Yeah, there are definitely some interesting things they can do here. I wonder if they're going to go for, like, stuff we haven't seen in the movies, or if they're just going to, use the big characters and... Or, maybe do some in-between. Like, what is Thor doing when he's not battling Malekith? Like, maybe there's some smaller stuff that happened. Yeah. Or maybe you go back and tell some prequel stuff for, like... I mean, Thor is a great place to go because there's so much weird territory. Yeah, it's weird, and you can go back so far. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing, like, an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. type game either. There's tons of possibilities.
Like it could be a likely way for them to go.
That would just be boring, because there's already a show for that. It'd be nice to see something that's not already being done. Something that's being ignored.
That's what I would hope for, but I don't know.
They're probably not going to do that.
Like, hey, Hawkeye is big right now. Maybe adapt some of that Hawkeye stuff.
Actually, yeah, that might work. Like, use characters that they put in the movies, but that they can't really support their own movie.
Yeah.
Like Hawkeye or Black
Widow. Yeah.
That might
Black Widow,
work.
I think they're saying they might do a movie for eventually, but...
Because that would cover, the big, what people know, and then, but also have something new.
Yeah.
That isn't just going to tread over familiar territory.
And I mean, obviously, I want as much Spider-Man as I can possibly get.
Me too.
Yeah.
They did pull their fucking Spider-Man game licensing from who had it, so I can always
Activision.
Hope. Of course.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Huh, why haven't we seen any good Spider-Man games for a while? Let's see. Who owns the... Oh. I'm pretty sure it was Activision. I want to find an article. Loses Spider-Man.
I think we actually talked about that on one of our
Activision
really old
removed Spider-Man, X-Men, and
podcasts.
Deadpool games.
I want to say we actually brought that up in one of our original podcasts. We had mentioned that because I remember you talking about some of the Spider-Man games and how shitty they've been.
There was one good one, which we have a review on our site for. Shameless plug. So, I had fun with Shattered Dimensions, but then the follow-up was poop, so that was disappointing. Activision can eat a whole big bag full of dicks. Oh, that's interesting. Activision will lose the Crash Bandicoots license in 2021.
I didn't know they had it.
Yeah, no, they do. They own it.
Does anybody care?
People that want to see a good Crash game. Because Activision's not doing that. Hey,
nobody then?
The original ones that were done with Naughty Dog were fucking sweet.
I'd never found that character interesting. The most interesting thing I ever saw come out of that character was the PlayStation commercials with the guy in the suit. It's fucking antagonizing people.
It was their attempt at an edgy mascot, which didn't work.
Not even a little.
So yeah. Moving along. Totally excited though. I'm gonna say that again. Marvel! Oh yeah, that game PT is getting pulled. What's going on with that?
Probably more Kojima-based bullshit.
I guess.
Well, sure. I mean, I guess it isn't 100% official that they're not doing Silent Hills, but I mean, everything seems to be stacking in that direction pretty quickly.
I guess I should go download it, huh?
It was
4
really
days.
interesting, but
They can't use
shit out of me.
Can't use the Fox engine anymore, so
Yeah, I don't know what they plan to do, which is unfortunate because that looked like it could have been really interesting.
Yep.
Oh well. I mean, from what I said, it doesn't look like Silent Hills is getting canceled, so I don't know what the deal is. I mean, PT was supposed to be a limited thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, originally. Shit, I still can't watch people play that game. I watched a video of some theory. I don't remember the exact theory, but he was, talking over gameplay stuff, and I was just focusing on another tab while he was talking. I couldn't watch any of it, even though none of the sound was happening. I was like, nope, don't even want to see it. Nope.
Yeah, that game, everything about the way that was set up was just fucking fear-inducing.
God, yes.
Oh god!
I played through it for a little while, and I had to have a friend sit here with me. As soon as he left, I was like, nope.
It's the sound design of that thing was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
God, I'm getting scared just talking about it.
That could have been something really impressive too, because you had Kojima and then fucking Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, that dude's got an imagination.
Yes, he does.
A fucking creepy ass imagination.
That's why he would have been perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. I still remember Pan's Labyrinth. That movie is weird as fuck.
Yeah, I know. One of the things he's been wanting to do for years too is to do a movie adaptation of one of Lovecraft's books.
Ooh, that'd be some weird shit. So basically, he would take the monsters from
everything he's ever done.
Yeah.
Needs to do Hellboy 3.
Oh, those were fun movies. I'm not gonna say that they were great, but they were fun.
Yeah, Ron Perlman was a real good Hellboy, I thought.
I love Ron Perlman. I just like Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
He's just cool, but not enough to watch Sons of Anarchy. I have standards.
I don't know.
Dramatic bikers is not my thing.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight that fight.
It's not worth it.
Be like arguing with Downshift about something.
Hey, there's no need to say things you can't take back. All right, so a couple of interesting things. Halo 3 ODST is apparently going to be released next month for the Halo Master Chief Collection, which, it's pretty cool. They said, a while back. I'm kind of wondering how they're going to do this, because they said if you bought the game and played it, during the fuckfest that, I'm not entirely sure that they fixed yet. You basically couldn't play the game online. that you'll get, ODST for free. But I'm betting they're just going to say fuck it and just release it for everyone, which is cool. I actually never played that game.
It'll be
mostly because I didn't give a fuck.
I could see them doing that too. Like put like a month or two window on being able to get it, and then that would get them. That would sell some more copies. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. So,
gotta buy it now or I won't get this.
Yeah. Ooh. So that's cool. I like getting free shit. Who doesn't? Really? I like things. And then in other Microsoft related news, as MT calls it, would you like to say the name, MT?
Nope.
Tears of War. Gears of War is getting a remaster. Which is kind of neat. However, so far, and there's just very little information, nothing official. It looks like it's just the first game right now, but they'd be fucking crazy to put that out and want a full $60 when Master Chief Collection's sitting there right now with 5 games in it. So I might be giving them more credit than they deserve, but I don't think Microsoft is that retarded.
It is being... did get handed off to the developer who made Brink, so
yeah,
take that as you will.
I'm just hoping either they're only releasing the first and it's going to be like $10, or they're actually working on a collection, and then the only part that's working right now is the first game, so that's all they've released. I mean, that would be my thought. They're just like, well, we're emulating this. Here, play it. Make sure that it works. Because that's all we've gotten. Somebody was like testing it or something. So who knows what the final thing's going to be, but that's cool. I never bought a 360 because fuck them. And I wouldn't mind playing some Gears of War. I never did play 2. I only played the first one, and I think there were 3 and then some other shitty one that no one played.
3 and then Judgment, I believe, was the other one.
Did anyone play that? I don't even remember hearing about it.
I didn't.
I did not play any of them, so...
Yeah, we know.
I played the first one all the way through and maybe like a couple hours of the second, but I don't really remember much about it.
Yeah,
I just remember there were like oversized burly men and bug monsters.
It's like a slow Unreal Tournament.
And
it's epic.
Chest-high walls everywhere.
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
Wasn't that like one of the first games that got really heavy with the hiding behind chest-high walls?
Yeah, the cover. Yeah.
It was also one of the first to do it well.
Yeah, they put the cover system into the, they were like one of the big games to start doing that.
There was some PS2 era game that came out before then that I can't remember the title of now that did cover-based shooting, but wasn't that good.
Didn't really take off until Gears of War, if I recall. So, I mean, Epic, well, at least they used to be pretty cool. I think we've already talked about what an enormous dickbag Cliffy B is at least 20 times on here.
Oh, yes.
I mean, really, anyone that calls himself Cliffy B, you immediately know douchebag. Oh. Yeah, good times. And that brings us back around to Destiny.
Everyone's favorite topic.
Because when there isn't real news, we talk about Destiny.
I haven't played it in 3 weeks, but, whatever.
I actually
put the expansion.
I actually put it back in the case and back in the special edition box.
Yep, that's where mine's sitting right now.
I, unlike the few weeks before it, actually did play last week because I had a friend who just got it.
I was going to play with a friend. He really wanted to go through the raid, and then he never ended up showing up, and I was like, whew.
Crisis averted.
So, there's some interesting information coming out.
Sure.
They revealed the reef and all the shit you can do now in the next patch.
Well, for those that don't know, the reef is another one of the social spaces.
Yeah, it's the new tower.
It's the Grimdark Tower.
It's the Grimdark Tower. It's the Batman Tower.
Complete with its own cryptarch.
Yes.
Or he'll be like
I'm double fuckery.
What I'm expecting is, and it's not going to be true even a little bit, but there will be posts all over Reddit about how one is better than the other.
Yep.
For getting good stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, this really just brings me to wonder why they're... in games like this, I get, it's funny how much they try to you go to the tower because the speaker is there, and blah, blah, blah. And the story is so god-awful and no one pays attention to it anyway, but they try, bless their little hearts, they try so hard to keep the story going. So... it's going to be annoying because you're going to be doing shit in the reef, and then you're going to have to run back to the tower for something, and then you're going to have to go back to the reef, and you're going to fucking hate it. Guarantee that. I'm calling that now. It's going to be annoying as shit.
Is there going to be stuff that they don't have?
Wonderful the loading times are, right? Is there going to be stuff they don't have? Yes. The speaker. And the speaker is where you go to do something important that I can't find right now.
I mean, right now the
speaker exchanges currencies. That's going to be super fucking annoying.
All right then.
Yeah, that one thing is like the only thing to go to the Vanguard people.
That'll be
who goes there anymore, right?
Useful for the first week,
right?
If that, maybe the first 2 days.
The currency thing. I guess you're not going to do it that often, but it's just like really. They make so many they're trying to, hey, there's a story reason for this. Like, okay, but couldn't he just
that would be
beam it over?
That would be fine if the loading times didn't break the story immersion.
Couldn't the tower just, I don't know, not take forever to load? Couldn't you just have the assets loaded a lot of the time and maybe scale it down a bit? Or something. So I don't mean to complain that much. It's just it's one of those. Well, yeah, I do, but it's just one of those things. I can tell it's going to be really annoying, and I already know. I already hate going to the tower at all as it is. So I'm just I give up. However, lots of cool stuff. The most exciting thing is that you will be able to upgrade old legendary stuff to the new damage levels, which, really a lot of the stuff I saw in here was just so many why the fuck wasn't this in the game to begin with things? Mm-hmm. But at least, better never. Better eventually than never, I guess. Although, also brings up the might be too little too late, but we're not going to get into that right now. So there's going to be a certain material called... do either of you remember?
Something sparkly and shiny sounding, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's what it's actually called. There's a bubble that's called Ascend on all of the stuff now. And Etheric Light is the name of this new thing.
Something sparkly and shiny sounding.
And you use this material plus, as per usual, a bunch of other shit that's going to be annoying, but whatever. It doesn't look like it costs very much. Like these gloves this dude is upgrading, which I might add, it applies to weapons and armor, which is pretty cool because that means you can start upgrading all of that Vault of Glass armor that you saved, right? Right? Everyone saved it, didn't they?
I saved the weapons.
Yeah.
Because they're still better than the fucking other shit.
It's just could you give us a fucking heads up on this shit? I trashed that immediately when I knew that I was never going to get an upgrade. Come on. Oh, well. And it's not like I'm going to go back to try to get it either. Because it still fucking never drops. So, fuck that, I guess. I have a helmet still, so I'm kind of happy about that, because the helmet has inverse shadow on it, so yeah. But, yeah, so that's going to be interesting, and it doesn't cost very much. This one that they have a screenshot of is 750 glimmer, 20 helium filaments, and 1 etheric light.
I think I remember hearing, too, the etheric light, you'll be able to get them out of pretty much every kind of high-level event.
Nightfalls, weeklies, maybe strike playlists.
Like anything that's not just a plain story mission.
Right, no scrub stuff.
Pretty cool.
This is, an endgame material, but...
Yeah.
So that's probably the most exciting thing in here, to be honest. That is the only thing that's even worth a shit. When I do finally, sometime in the next 10 years, get a fucking... that handgun from... I can't remember the goddamn name of anything. When I finally get a Fatebringer, I'll finally be able to upgrade it. Which is, of course, the one that the screenshot of something being upgraded. The first thing we saw was a Fatebringer. Everybody was like,
I wonder if you'll get your Fatebringer first, or if I'll get my Yellowhorn first.
yeah,
It'll be a race.
yeah, a race to fucking disappointment.
Yeah. You have fun with that race. I'll be playing other things.
So, yeah, I think that's super cool. And another extremely fucking cool thing, new stuff, new weapons, you can be re-rolled.
Yes.
That fucking 800 exclamation points. You can re-roll normal legendary shit. I don't know if it only applies to Crucible and Vanguard shit, but still, that is cool as fuck. I am extremely interested in that.
Yeah,
because you can finally have not poop weapons, and you don't have to fucking go through an aggravating Iron Banner session to fucking get it. So thank God for that. I'm pretty excited to see more about that. That is just an excellent idea.
Yeah, I was expecting them to do that eventually. Like the Iron Banner thing with allowing them to do that was like just screamed, "We're trying this out."
Why did you do this only for that? Why?
They were obviously testing it out, so hopefully it'll expand, like whatever, however limited it might be with this. Like maybe it is just like the vendor stuff specifically, but then maybe it'll slowly expand to everything.
And we even got we're talking about trading thing during the video. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I did not.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch it.
But of course the dev. I'm so fucking tired of their bullshit. Oh, I don't like it. So, but people are talking about it. It just goes back, why do you give a fuck? There's no economy anyway. And people get so frustrated with how little drops, like, you watch your friend, if they're so butt mad about people, like, selling or whatever, at the very least, do what Diablo 3 did. And if it drops while you're fucking playing with someone, they should be able to give it to you,
Yeah.
Seeing someone get and then dismantle their fourth Yallarhorn is the most tear-jerking, infuriating fucking thing on earth. There's nothing worse. I mean, and it's even worse. You're literally doing the same thing as him, and he got what you want, and you can't get it. It's not even like, oh, you didn't earn it. You just give it to scrubs all the time. You're in the same content, so at least that.
This is
would
like
be nice.
An actual true example. How many Hawkmoons and Fatebringers have you seen, MT?
Jeez.
I think I've had 3.
Oh.
I think he's had 3 Hawkmoons and 2 Fatebringers.
I hate you so much.
I only had 1 Fatebringer.
I thought you had got a second one.
I don't think so.
Like the last time we did it, when everybody finally just gave up.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
Because you're all like, I got a Fatebringer, and everybody's like, oh, that's awesome. And you're like, I don't need this because I have it. And I have a Hawkmoon.
Die to fire!
Well, when they allow me to dual wield in whatever their next update is, Hawkmoon and Fatebringer.
You broke them down!
No, I still have my other Fatebringer. My first Fatebringer.
Well, you don't have your other Hawkmoon.
I don't need another one. I need one of each.
That would be cool. Never gonna happen, but that would be cool. We need a Gunzerker for Destiny. No, not really. I'm not one of those people that likes to throw out retarded ideas. This isn't Reddit. What else?
No more fucking bullshit commendations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't trust them, though. And here's why I don't trust them. Because they're not trustworthy.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to hold on to a few. Because I suspect in my brain somewhere they're going to fuck us on that. No. I don't know how or why, but I'm just going to keep like 2 in my vault just in case. Because I have this sneaking suspicion they just want everyone to use them up before they do something with them.
I really don't think that's the case with this, because like you can't get them anymore either.
Can't?
Like they're just like that. Like the whole concept behind them was complete bullshit.
Yeah,
like there was no reason for it. It didn't even make sense.
Well, it really betrays their shitty ass mindset toward this game, which is to make everything take longer for no reason.
Like
the whole game, most of the shitty design decisions in this game pretty much come back to the fact that they just don't want things to happen too quick, and then you get bored and quit. So they just keep the carrot on the stick a little bit further. Like, why can you only raid once a week? Because carrot stick, it needs to happen slow.
Yeah,
because there's no content.
Thing was completely pointless, though. Did you ever even use any? I didn't.
Oh no! All it kept me from doing was using my marks for like 3 weeks because I'm not a fucking person that plays 900 hours a week.
Like I did not ever use one on any of my characters.
I think I used one. I think I bought like one weapon.
I almost used one. Like the first day that Dark Below came out, I would have needed one, and then after that first day, literally,
by the time I could get them, I'd already found armor.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, so fuck this, I guess.
Yep. But anyways, yeah, you can't get them anymore. They're not used for anything anymore, so you can just turn them into they're consumable now. That gives you rep, like 250 rep per.
Gonna be interesting.
So,
I'm gonna go out on
good
here and say that I will probably just end up turning them all in because I don't have time to worry about these things.
I'm just glad I haven't already gotten rid of them because they were taking up fucking inventory space. I've managed to hold on to all of them just in case I felt like using them. So I'm happy for that.
So, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure the story is gonna be shitty again, just like the Dark Below. You have another vendor chick that gives you missions or whatever. They revealed that, and I was like, oh. Yeah. And the guy that they're talking to, oh, are you gonna do something different? And they're like, well, we're gonna have this, and I was like, no, that's the answer. No is the answer.
To be fair, what they did with Dark Below was more cohesive and interesting than the main game, but that's not saying a lot.
No, you know what they did with the Dark Below? There wasn't Dinklebot. That's all they did with the Dark Below, and everyone was happy with that particular thing.
Instead of him, it was Eris.
Yeah, which at least the chick can act. Maybe overact, but still.
Like, the story actually made sense and fit together.
Sort of.
So
I just wish there'd be more movies in the game, and I wish that you could skip the more movies.
Yeah. It's a weird way to put what you want, but I get it.
Yeah. More of them, and make them skippable, so that after I've watched them the first time, I don't need to, kill myself.
Yeah.
So, please, I don't know.
Even if it was, you have to watch it the first time on each character, fine, whatever. That means you only have to watch it 3 times.
No. Just never, ever make me watch it if I don't want to. If I want to be a fucking loser and skip them, that's fine.
You remember how their programmers are, right?
There's no way they can figure that out. There's
no way they can figure out how to make you skip it on each character without watching it once.
Well, how would we, I don't know, learn how to program? God damn it. Don't ask us how you would do it. Just fucking do it.
Learn how to make your loot that you switched out of a chest onto an actual boss drop like it's supposed to.
The simplest things, Pop things out. We like picking up shiny things.
How long did it take them to fix the heavy ammo thing?
Jesus Christ. No, it's not even... Yeah, I think half of it really is just incompetence. Anyway, the vaults in that tower are shared, thank fuck. I was really worried they might try some bullshit where they were separate vaults. God.
Honestly, if they were, though, that just means more space and you can just use the fucking app.
Are they already expanded, or is that part of House of Wolves also?
They're already expanded, yeah.
Last time I played, I was like, I have so much room.
So much more room for activities.
The one interesting thing, the Trials of Osiris they mentioned, they're actually every weekend. It's going to be Friday through Monday.
I thought it was Friday through
Monday
Tuesday.
Now being part of the weekend. Well, the reset's on Tuesday, so it wouldn't include Tuesday. Except for maybe 2 hours if you live in the West Coast. Also... Yeah, you can exchange materials now at the speaker, which is actually pretty exciting. Not that you have to do it at the speaker, but the fact that you can do it is pretty neat. You can turn in Ascendant Shards to get energy to get shards, and you can do the same thing with the new raid ones, whatever the fuck they're called. Radiant energy and shards, so you don't have to go to Eris. No more bleeding black eyes to get that. Now you can just use Glimmer. Looks a lot cheaper, too. This is Ascendant Energy screenshot. It's only 50 Glimmer and 1 Ascendant Energy. All right.
That works.
Yeah, it's like way cheaper. So, hey. Again, why did it take this long? I don't know, but at least they're doing it. There's not a lot more, really, that I give a shit about. Either of you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that about covered it.
Pretty much. There's some other shit about vendors and whatever. I couldn't even hold back a yawn as I talked about it. If you want more, just, go to Reddit, you know. This next week, I think they're revealing some shit. I don't know.
This week will be more about the Trials of Osiris.
Yeah.
So it'll be sure to come back next week for more Destiny news.
Man, I really don't give a fuck about that. Prison of Elders is the one that I just don't know why they're making us wait so long. People are just getting angrier and angrier, like, the more they wait to hear what this fucking mode is.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a little bit of leaked information about that on Reddit. Like, somebody, like, they had a bunch of the bigger YouTube people, like, test it out or whatever, and, like, everybody was, like, the assumption was that it was some kind of, like, a horde mode kind of thing, and this guy's like, nah, it's not even anything like that.
All he did was shoot it down and said nothing about what it is, except average raid length, which I don't even know what that means.
Fucking, like, life or death NDA.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he probably had to make an alias just to give that much information out.
Because I actually know somebody who works at Bungie now, and like he was telling me about, like, when he first went there, you have to sign an NDA before you even walk in through past the lobby. Like, and then, like, if you go any further than a certain point, you have to sign, like, another NDA.
You can't disclose your first disclosure. What? I'm so confused. Just never talk again.
You can't disclose that you already signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah. So, other than that, what have you guys been doing this week?
I finally got back into playing the Kingdom Hearts 2 HD re-release. Like, I had gone, like, partway through it, and then, like, other shit started coming out, so I put it off to the side for a while. It's fine. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts 2.
Review. Let's put that in the back of the box. It's fine. Kyle, does this game suck?
I mean, there's not much more to say about it than I said about the first one. You know, it's pretty much what you would want from that kind of thing. It looks better. It still plays the same. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Just like after playing the first one again, though, I had forgotten how much better the second one was gameplay-wise. They really stepped up their game when they did that one.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to see if they'll do a PS4 collection.
I'm sure
I know it was
will.
rumored, so I'll just wait.
I'm sure they will too.
That's Square Enix's favorite thing to do, so
Yeah.
I don't think they'll wait long.
Re-releasing things? Yeah, definitely.
Well, that re-releases are the trend right now anyway, so it's only a matter of time.
I'm honestly surprised it took them so long to jump on that bandwagon. I'm honestly surprised.
Maybe they had so many, eyes are bigger than their stomach. I don't know which one to do first. There's so many.
Well, that's kind of what happened, because they're like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do Final Fantasy X. And everybody's like, all right, that's cool. And then you didn't hear anything for a year. And they're like, oh, we're totally going to do Kingdom Hearts. And then Kingdom Hearts came out before the Final Fantasy X one.
You know, the one they should focus on is Final Fantasy fucking 7. That's the one everyone wants.
Well, they want a remake of that, not a re-release of that. They've re-released it like 14 times.
Still, fucking. God, I don't even play Final Fantasy 7. That's infuriating to me.
Well, at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for that before I do play it.
You're going to be waiting a while, apparently.
Well, I don't really give a fuck.
No, I don't either.
You know, the graphics in that one do not hold up to the test of time, because that was like one of the first 3D games they did.
You mean people still don't have block hands in games anymore?
They look like Lego people.
That's what they should do. They should remake it Lego style.
No.
Get Traveler's Tales on that. What else are they working on? Oh, that's right. Lego everything else. Aren't they making like a Lego universe or some shit like that now?
Yeah, that like just combines everything they've already done into one.
Oh, Jesus.
They're also doing I saw last time I was at GameStop, they were making a Jurassic World Lego game.
I think I might have heard that too.
Like, of all the things, like, they used to do shit like in bundles. Like, it would be everything from a series in one game. Now they're starting to do this individual shit.
This individual shit.
It's like they did, even like Lord of the Rings, they did the entirety of Lord of the Rings as one game, and then they did The Hobbit as like one game. Like, how do you even get the same amount of content out of that?
Just don't know.
I blame Harry Potter for them doing that. Was that when they split up into 2 games for the entire series? Like, wait, we can do this?
Holy shit.
I actually bought the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 5 the other day because I'm bad with money. You're both thinking it, I know, so I had to get it out there. I haven't really done too much with it. Like I mainly.
At least it wasn't 2 of the same game on the same platform.
Yeah,
not this time.
You're getting better.
He's learning.
I'm slowly working my way around. I was originally like waiting for the PC version, but then like I don't know, they kept delaying it. I was like, you know what, just fuck it. I'll buy the PS4 version and it'll tide me over. And at least with that, like I can play with you guys on web, and Kyle's a shit and doesn't want to play it.
I get annoyed just thinking about it.
But I'm thinking about going through the single player mode again on the PC, since it looks, just even with my not that great video card, it still looks better than, I think it looks better than the PS4 version. Another thing that's really nice about the PC version is the mod support. And already there's some crazy ass mods out there. They already have like, the typical like, here's infinite money, infinite health, infinite stamina, stuff like that. But already people have made mods where you can pretty much like change your character to like any other NPC like in the game in general, or even like they actually have animated or done animations for like cats and dogs and birds and whatnot. So you can make your guy a bird, fly around San Andreas and shit on people. Like literally, there's a button to actually shit on people. It's ridiculous. But like what little I did play, like I made myself some fat dude who had all the weapons, and I made him use the minigun, but then I gave all my weapons explosive bullets. So basically, like a fucking minigun rocket launcher, just blowing the shit out of everything. It was just so much fun, just fucking around with that. So I'm looking forward to playing more of that.
Indeed. I was thinking of getting it on PC, but I think I played enough. I always think, I'll get this and I'll do mods, and no, I'm not. I'm too lazy. Myself, I've just been playing Mortal Kombat. I finished Mortal Kombat 9. Please hold your applause. Crickets.
Done.
And then I started Mortal Kombat X, which is pretty fun. Did you played through the story already, right, MT? Like you're done with the story? I'm recording it, so we'll have that going for us. But I'm too lazy to do an actual Let's Play where I talk. It's going to be more like Let's Watch. I get all my talking out with these, so I can't talk to myself for 4 fucking hours while I play a game.
That's why I could never do that, too.
I get game grumps. That makes sense. It's them being retarded together. It's like this over a video game.
Yeah. Well, I've thought about trying to do like a Let's Play kind of thing, but I'm like, when I'm playing a game, I want to hear what's going on. I don't want to talk to myself.
But the other thing is, I don't want to play the game 3 times.
Yeah, that too.
So
that was my problem when I first started out. Like one of my first ones I did was Dead Space 3, and like halfway through, I was like, I'm not really enjoying the game. Like trying to talk and like play at the same time was making it not fun for me. So I just halfway through that Let's Play, I just stopped talking.
And I'm gonna go away now.
But like there are certain things where it's a little bit easier. Like the Order was, I didn't give a shit about that game enough to want to absorb it.
You're a Mystery Science theatering that probably. So Man, this is shit.
It's like, well, this sucks. Fuck this game, right?
Dirk Man Huge.
But like that type of thing would be better if I had people here with me doing it. Like that's the way to do it.
Yeah. We're way too lazy to do that, though.
Well, we don't live anywhere near each other, so it doesn't really work.
You're all going to have to move to Arizona.
Yeah, that's not happening.
The obvious solution.
Nope. Not now. Not ever.
Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. Maybe fuck yourself.
I didn't hate living in Arizona, but I can also admit it was like Satan's armpit.
No, because Satan's armpit is very humid.
Yeah. That's Arkansas. And Texas. Ugh.
Florida. Satan's fucking ball sack. Yeah. Jesus. Fuck. I went there for a week to visit with my girlfriend's family, and I was like, why do you live here? Fuck. I remember the doors to the airport opened, and I was like, I've made a terrible mistake. Nope.
Yes, the humidity is very different from the oven baking heat of Arizona.
You know, it's even. You know, it's like we're using propane here. It's an even cook.
I would much rather deal with the dry heat of Arizona than the humidity any day.
At least here, you sit in the shade and you don't sweat your balls off, you know? Like, there's nothing that makes you feel fatter than sitting, doing nothing, and still being sweaty.
Yeah. I remember
sitting in a fucking airport. Sitting in the airport.
And then
sweating. You're like, what the fuck is this?
And then that insult to injury, like when you got humidity like that, there are fucking bugs everywhere.
Oh, yeah. So
my grandparents used to live in Arkansas, and we visited them not very often, but once or twice. And like walking like from their house to like the car, I worked up a sweat. It's like, what?
Well, that's partially because you're fat and out of shape.
This is when I was younger and in shape, so fuck you.
Fat for MT is 105 pounds.
145, get it right.
Yeah. So about those video games, huh?
Yep, those happen.
Perhaps I will try talking, but I doubt it. What do you even call that? A let's play with no talking. There's a name for it, right?
Sure.
Probably.
All right. Good times. Coming soon. Probably there's a term for it by Webhead.
It's called Gets No Viewers.
Webhead something's Mortal Kombat X.
Webhead experiences Mortal Kombat X silently. Part 1, Part 2.
Hey, it's good for people that don't want to hear me fucking talking over everything, though, you know? As you just, you know... There's times where you're watching one of those Let's Plays, and it's like a game that you are actually kind of interested in, and the guy is fucking just babbling incomprehensible bullshit over every single thing happening. You're like, could you not be retarded for 2 minutes so I can hear what they're saying? I don't know. I
can't stand that shit. Like, I try to purposely avoid that and find people that can, like, especially like during cutscenes. Like, I don't want to hear them talking the whole time.
Yeah, unfortunately, with Mortal Kombat X, there's... You know, unless you suck, most of your playthrough is going to be cutscenes. There's going to be a fight for 2 minutes and then cutscenes again. So it'd be hard to do a Let's Play of that, you know?
Yeah, the only time I could get into anything like that, there was a series called Unskippable that they just did the opening movies for games, and then it was like a MST 3K kind of deal with them just like reaming the game.
Let's play Superman 64.
That would actually be really fun to do, I think.
Yeah.
Just pick some shitty game and talk shit about it the whole time. Well, yeah. So, Game Grumps?
Yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe we.
Sonic, the 2006 one.
Oh God. Maybe we can work one of those in while I'm there next month. Not Sonic games. I mean,
I hope my body can take it.
Playing a shitty game, talking over it.
Not that shitty though.
I don't want to kill myself while we're playing it. God no.
I have some standards. They're not very high, but I have them. So, I think that about does it for this week. We've somehow managed to fill an entire podcast. Isn't that amazing?
I'm impressed.
Overfill. Yeah. So, as always, thank you for joining us, MT.
I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that.
Yes. And Kyle, thank you for joining us.
All filler.
And as per usual, time to pimp our social media.
Yay, yay.
Hey! DoesThisGameSuck.com. Twitter, DoesGameSuck. Facebook, DoesThisGameSuck. Find us, like us, whatever.
Like and subscribe.
If you could just like and subscribe, it really helps us out.
I want to kill myself already.
At least we're not excessive. Just, that shit's there, use it, whatever. Fuck you.
You mean you're not going to put up like 15 pop-up annotations on the YouTube video?
Click the pop-up video. Like us.
We know you people know what to do about if you like our stuff.
Subscribe.
Do it or
Did
don't.
You subscribe? Subscribe. I hate YouTube sometimes. Good night, everybody.